All right, Tuesday the 29th of August, and we're putting some final touches on the 62 TR4. It is scheduled to go in for safety on Friday. This Friday, is that the 1st? I don't even know. So we have a few small issues to go through. One, this passenger side door likes to open by itself. So we're just trying to rectify that. And among other things we want to do today, I did finally get the door aperture seals in, or seal. This is the seal we were waiting for since July the 2nd. So it's been a while since this was sent and sent to the wrong address and then finally resent. So this seal goes around the inside here, around this on the inside, and it'll actually capture this carpet piece or the sill piece. So we're going to do that. I am going to do a little bit of painting underneath the car, and maybe we can get to the vent pull today. That's pretty much about it that's left on this car. So again, just a little bit of tinkering before the safety happens on Friday, and hopefully we pass. Otherwise, there will be more tinkering to do. All right, just coming up to 8:25 in the evening. And we spent a few hours on the car. So we put the door trim in. So here's that fuzzy seal all the way around. And as mentioned, it picks up that little piece of vinyl along the carpet here. So that goes all the way up to the top and all the way back around. It also captures the vinyl here on the inside of the trim panel. So that's good. So that's done. The vent lever is done. The frame painting is done, and we had a little leak with the fuel pump. That is done. So according to our list, everything is now done. This is the list that we made, I don't know, a few weeks ago now. The punch list. Everything is done off of this list with the exception of the spare tire board, which I have at home, which is almost done. I was just telling Lynn that I had some problems with the fasteners I bought for the metal channels. The Chicago rivets I bought are too long, so I've just got to get some more rivets and we'll be good to go there. So that list, as far as I'm concerned, is complete. That list was made on July 31st, so I guess not that long ago. Yeah, so we've got everything done on our punch list now. As mentioned, the car is going for safety and certification at 9:30 a.m. on Friday, so hopefully everything goes well. The plan is for me to probably come over on Thursday. We're going to do one last check of everything, make sure all the electrical's good to go for the inspector. And we'll probably give the car a quick clean, maybe even a wax. That's the last thing I have on the list over here is clean. So we'll do that probably on Thursday. Then it's going to have to go in the trailer to the safety certification place. So I'll take it Thursday night and then early morning, Friday morning, I'll take it to the parking lot in the trailer, drop the car off there, and then go back and check on it at 9:30 once the inspection starts. So wish us luck. Hopefully it passes. I'm pretty sure that it will, but you never know what the inspector might find, or might be having a bad day, etc. Might not like old cars, so we'll have to wait and see. Fingers crossed. All right, big day today. Friday, September the 1st. Is coming up to 7 a.m. and we're bringing the car for safety and certification. We're just going to drop it off this morning. Our appointment's at 9:30, so hopefully the 62 TR4 does well, and we'll be able to get some plates on it later today and go for our first drive. So we'll get it off the trailer and we'll leave it in the lot, and we'll come back at 9:30 and check on it. All right, a little bit of video of the 1962 Triumph TR4 on the road. You might notice it's got license plates on it. So it passed its safety this morning with flying colors. I'm happy to report. So I've got Lynn driving it back to his place, and then once we get to Lynn's, I'll finally get my first drive in the car since I've owned it. So I'm looking forward to that. So it seems to be driving pretty well. It's a little smoky out the rear, but again, it's not a rebuilt engine in this car, so that's to be expected. But anyway, it's looking like it's driving fine. Looks good going down the road. So I'll give you some impressions once I get a chance to drive it.
On the road again.
Now, I don't even know how long it's been since I had this car. It's my first drive anyway.
She's legal.
Hope we don't run out of gas.
Yeah, we're going to the gas station. Well, now it warmed up actually. It doesn't have a thermostat, so we have to put that back on.
Oh, I forgot.
No synchro
first. And our hood keeps popping up by itself.
Yeah. We're gonna fix that. But other than that, everything works.
The ship's fine.
Yeah. Just from left to right, the shifter. What about the overdrive?
Overdrive. Perfect. In, out. All right, back from the test drive, and went really well. Very few bugs to work out so far. Of course, Alin's now going to drive it for the next few weeks here and there, just to make sure everything is good before we head down to the trials. But good drive home from my place to here, and Alin had it up to a pretty good speed. There's the celebratory beer. So yeah, it's looking pretty good. It rides pretty good. I find the gas pedal to be quite stiff actually, but and it's a little different. Obviously, if you haven't watched the video series, we put a TR3 overdrive in, so non-synchro first. So that's a little bit different for me to have to pretty much stop to be able to put it into first. But you quickly get used to those things. But other than that, it's pretty good. The stereo actually works great in the car if you're into that. So already had our first compliment at the gas station. Guy said the car looked great. So yeah, so all in all, really good. We had a lot of fun on this project, and it's rare that Alin and I have kind of spoken about this, but it's rare that you can actually work with somebody in a shop and sort of get along and, you know, bounce ideas off of one another and not get frustrated. Because Alin and I generally work pretty independently most of the time, so it's kind of difficult to work together on a project, but I think we did pretty well together, so it was definitely enjoyable. So I guess we're going to call an end to this project. Again, it's just going to be some, you know, really quick maintenance type items like the bonnet not latching properly. We're just going to probably play around with that, but I don't think there's anything really more video worthy. We may do a photo shoot on it on my favorite road at some point, one with all the painting stripes. So I might take it up there and do a photo shoot at the end of the project kind of overview. But other than that, I think we're pretty happy.
Yep.
Again, fairly short period of time. One thing I am going to say is the next video will be a breakdown of costs, because I've had a few people ask me, how much money did you invest into this car to get it back on the road? I'm not going to tell you about labor, because honestly, we don't know how much labor we spent. We tried to figure it out one day, but
300 hours, I think we calculated.
It's around 300 hours or so, maybe give or take a few. So, but as far as the parts value, I'm going to let you guys have a guess at that. So maybe in the comment section, you can take a guess at what it costs us to get this back on the road. Now, as a caveat, I want to mention that we're going to start with $1,000 base, because there's a lot of items I didn't cover in the cost of this as far as invoices are concerned. Things like paint and masking tape and sandpaper and that kind of stuff. There were days when I was going to our local Canadian Tire store here and, you know, spending $150 a shot over a span of 3 or 4 days in a row. So we're going to start as a base of $1,000, and the rest you guys are going to have to figure out as far as that, the rest of it's concerned. Some of you have a better idea if you watched all the videos what we actually did on this car, but we'll capture all that in the next video, and I'll go over the invoices and give you a total. If you want to take a guess, go ahead and guess in the comment section. So I think that's a wrap on this project.
Cheers.
Cheers, congratulations. Successful end of the project. Looking forward to going to the trials in 3 weeks time, basically. So we've got a little bit of time to test and tune before we hit the road. But you know, I'm sure it's going to be a great drive and a fun weekend down in Indiana, Pennsylvania. Hope to see some of you there. Until then, thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, and thanks for subscribing. We'll see you on the next one. We'll see you on the next project, whatever that is.
Go get crack-a-lacking on your project.
Yeah, go get crack-a-lacking. I got to go get crack-a-lacking on the 59 TR3A. That's next.